I have access to this lovely reading nook with a wonderful view up just outside the window. Beautiful soft light for reading and a house full of books. Pick this one off the shelf because it says winner of the Man Booker Prize 2013. I'm already, I would say, a quarter way through the book, and I'm only staying here for a week, so hopefully I get to finish that between visits and whatever I need to do every day. What I like so far about the writer, the author, is how deep she goes into the psyche of the characters, and I feel like it's done in a very objective yet compassionate way, really helping me up the ante on my own capacity for empathy and compassion. So, this is an example of that. When he was a small boy, Nilsson had stolen a precious button from his cousin's treasure chest. It was a cuff button from a military jacket, brass in color, and engraved with the lithe body of a fox, running forward with its jaws parted and its ears cocked back. The button was domed and grayer on one side than on the other, as if the wearer had tended to caress its edge with his finger, and over time had worn the shine away. Cousin Magnus had rickets and a bandy-legged gait. He would die soon, so he did not have to share his toys. But Nielsen's longing for the button became so great that one night, when Magnus was sleeping, he crept in, unlatched the chest, and stole it. He walked about the darkened nursery for a while, fingering the thing, testing its weight, running his finger over the body of the fox, feeling the brass take on the warmth of his hand, until something overcame him. Not remorse exactly, but a dawning fatigue, an emptiness, and he returned the button to the place where he found it. Cousin Magnus never knew. Nobody knew. But for months and years and even decades afterwards, long after Cousin Magnus was dead, that theft was as a splinter in his heart. He saw the moonlit nursery every time he spoke his cousin's name. He blushed at nothing. He sometimes pinched himself or uttered an oath at the memory. For although a man is judged by his actions, by what he has said and done, a man judges himself by what he is willing to do, by what he might have said or might have done, a judgment that is necessarily hampered not only by the scope and limits of his imagination, but by the ever-changing measure of his doubt and self-esteem. Wasn't that lovely? I do believe that to be true. What do you think?